Hi, this is Girl Talk. Today we are going to talk about our exes, and I am going to give you 2 reasons why you should never, ever go back to your ex. One thing about growing older, you guys, is that the truths about how life works and about life in general, they start to reveal themselves to you. Well, partly because I guess is because you have a range of years that you have lived where you can observe how life has been working for you and around you. And so one thing that I've realized is that the past never leaves you. Like, it always catches up to you. You cannot run away from it and you cannot hide from it. So the only thing that is left is that, well, you have to face it or have a sort of relationship with it, with the past. And one of the ways that the past shows up is through people, in people like our exes, for example. My name is Lady Marichu and I help people step into their power. Okay, here we go. This is why I would never ever go back to any of my exes. Number 1 is that people do not change. They don't. It's very hard for people to change. Now, there's a possibility, but the probability of people changing is this small, especially in a short span of time. It's very hard. I could even give an example with myself. See, there's an ex of mine who contacted me a while back, of my ex of about 4 years ago. And I was like, I'm still the same B as I was the last time we were together, because I have commitment issues. I am the kind of person who runs away when it becomes too good. And I'm still like battling the same issues right now. Like, it is really hard for people to change. And why is that? One is because very few people are self-aware. People do not know themselves, and they do not know their faults, and they do not know their weaknesses, and they do not know who they are. So, well, they don't, of course, consequently do not know who they are compatible with and who they are not compatible with. And this is so because, well, we are a busy nation. Sayote tuna hustle, tunatafuta chakula bana. Who has the time to like sit down and be like, oh, what could I have done better? How could I have reacted better? How could I have been a better partner? Time for that, time for self-evaluation for a lot of people, hakuna, because you're always busy. And also, changing is difficult. Changing is really, changing your habits, changing your behaviors, changing yourself, it's really difficult. And you'll find that people are not gonna do that like willingly unless something big happens in their life to change them, like a tragedy or a crisis, just something big that catalyzes someone to like change who they are, like they make like their character, like their personality. Ngumu sana watu kubadilika. And well, of course, we have a few people who are self-conscious. I like to think that I am, and still you find that it is still difficult. It requires a lot of willpower, like for me, in relationship wise, I probably have trust issues or something. It takes a lot of hard work to like overcome your issues, to seme. And then now you want to go back to your ex for 2 years expecting that things are going to be different. They're not going to be different. It is going to be like, you see, your mchoro inakuanga ya the snake eating its own tail, merry-go-round, the wheel going round and round and round and round, because it will be the same. You'll have the same issues, the same emotions, bad emotions that you felt when you were with this person, you will still feel them again. And then this time round, the second time, it will probably be worse than the first time. So why don't you just avoid that? Like, maybe tuseme kama unaweza kutana na mtu for like maybe after 7 years, maybe mtu anaweza kuwa amebadilika, because in that it's a long time, and obviously a lot of things probably happened to this person that made them change their perspective in life, well, maybe you can be open. Lakini hii ex ya juzi tu, it's a waste of time. Wasting your own time. It's going to be the same freaking things that you went through. They're going to happen to you again. Okay, sorry. So wewe kama ulikuwa unafikiria kurudiana na ex wako, let me tell you something. Mtu ni ule tu. Atakwambia maybe sijui nilirealize nilikuwa nafanya hivi na hivi na hivi na hivi na hivi. Yes, anaweza realize makosa yake, but are they ready to do the work to change their ways? Watu ni wale. Mimi ni ule nilikuanga kitambo. But of course, I've been working on myself, and I meet people that maybe tulikuwa nao kama tuseme 6 years ago, and someone, you're so different. They tell me you've changed a lot, and it makes me so happy because it makes me realize that I am allowing life to teach me and make me wiser. It means that I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm evolving, and that is the point of life. Like, we should constantly be evolving, improving. Ufai kuwa mtu ambao mwenye ulikuwa like 3 years ago. Like, ushe kutana na mtu mlikuwa mnajuana kitambo, no mtu is the same person. You wonder, hizi miaka zote, like, zile vitu zenye zilifanya mkosane bado anazifanya. You wonder, hii time yote kaa chini ukaona, yani ukajitambua, ukajielewa, ukajiona like, okay, hizi vitu nafanyanga by the way, ama hivi venye nafikiria maybe nafaa ni change. Like, it's so disappointing when you meet someone who's not changed a bit. Their bad habits, the way they used to be, is just exactly the same way they are today. Reason number 2 of why we should never ever go back to our exes is, there's a reason why you guys broke up. So stay broken up. Trust yourself. Trust that 20-year-old who broke up with that person, because she knew what felt right and what didn't feel right. She had her reasons. She knew that this was not going to work out. So why are you here thinking that this time around is going to be different? Like, and you guys, me will even advise people to go no contact, because we are creatures of emotion, and sometimes, well, unaweza kaa umiss mtu because you're lonely, or with time you forget all the bad things that happened between you, to even forget why you broke up in the first place, and then you contact that person again. Good relationships never end. So the fact that yours ended, it means that it wasn't a good relationship for both of you. Probably you're not compatible, probably, because of a lot of things. So, like, not engaging with this person anymore allows you to not have the temptation of, like, reaching out to them and rekindling that thing again. Like, we usually gravitate towards the things that are familiar to us, even if they're not good for us. So stay broken up. Stay away. It didn't work out. It's not gonna work out this time around. So always remember why you broke up with this person in the first place. Never forget